In a sign of just how insane the times are that we're living through, when I first read about the England football crest changing to feature a cub, a lion and a lioness, I thought someone was taking the mickey. It's like we're experiencing a never-ending cycle of wokeism, in which the permanently offended find something new to moan about and groan about every 2 minutes. Angry reaction from many football fans was sparked immediately, almost actually, after the Football Association launched the new visual identity, which it said will represent, unite and promote football participation in England. And is this really the priority for football at this time? I mean, one, I find the idea that this is going to boost participation in football, right? That the idea that football, the grassroots of football are all of a sudden going to be galvanised because there's a cub and a lioness on the kit now, or on the crest, on that badge. The idea that we need a bunch of footballers who kick a ball around for 200 grand a week, when they actually, by the way, find the time to get up from taking the knee to Marxist groups which are guilty of taking part in wanton acts of criminality, to lecture on inclusivity. I think it's cartoon. I thought the entire thing was a total joke, I really did. And I want to see the funny side, but I really, really am struggling to do so. And it's because, folks, I think this is another example of football fans being kicked to the sidelines. Football fans being relegated to the back. We don't have a voice. The purveyors of wokeism try and justify every ridiculous move like this by saying, well, you know, and this is after every Twitter user who likes football getting involved and asking what the hell they're playing at, forcing the Football Association social media channels to actually admit that there'll be no change to senior kits, after much criticism, as I say. But it's yet another sign that we won't be listened to. It's just another example of British sport and those in positions of power pandering, like our politicians do, like our media and cultural class do, to every single bit of whackery and wokery they can get their hands on. And these people dine out on this nice big slice of gesture and identity politics to keep them trending on Twitter and cool with their soya latte sipping mates. So I am actually pretty struggling quite strongly to find the funny side. The lion doesn't represent masculinity or any form of privilege or anything like that. The lion as our national symbol dates all the way back to the 12th century, with Henry I, the Lion of England, adding his wife's family lion to his own shield. And then after Henry II married his sweetheart, a third lion was added to his crest, which meant that Richard the Lionheart standard his royal standard featured 3 gold lions that have appeared on the royal arms of every monarch since then. The Football Association adopted it way back in 1863. So why have we managed to get all the way to 2021 without someone saying, well, actually, folks, I think that the way in which we boost participation in football is to put a lioness and a lion cub on the crest? It strikes me as the move of people who are, frankly, taking the pee out of us all, and not taking the actual real severe issues impacting the game, impacting grassroots sport for real. They're not taken seriously at all. And I think, actually, if I can be political for a second, at a time when Labour have had a good kicking at the ballot box for focusing relentlessly on much of the same nonsense, I think it's a damn shame that we as football fans, as a football-loving nation, can't boot out those who are making these decisions in our national sport. I mean, what next? Do we add in 100 lions to make sure that we're really displaying the full plethora of rainbow coalitions of our diverse lion community? The vegan lions, the pansexual lions, the trans lions? This is ridiculous. Football has real problems, as I say. The Football Association ought to listen to the fans for once and throw this back onto the student politics drawing board where it belongs. This is more National Union of Students than it is the Football Association. Get real. For God's sake.